Hello everyone, so I promised you big news, and my special announcement is that this weekend I am doing my first bit of Netrunner tourism. I've done a good bit of travelling up and down the country, but for the first time I'm going to be heading abroad. This weekend I'm flying over to Edinburgh. There's a Spring Kit tournament happening over there. I've wanted to travel for Netrunner for a while now. I hear it's a great experience. You get exposure to a new meta, new players, new playstyles, things like that. So I am looking forward to that element of it. I've also been talking about going to Edinburgh for quite some time now. It's almost painful how often I've said that I must go there, and I live so close that it's almost criminal that I haven't gone there. So I'm going to kill two birds with one stone, do a couple of days of tourism, see all the sights, and then do a tournament in the middle as well. So I'm flying out on Saturday morning with the dawn. The tournament is Sunday, and bookending that I will get to see the city itself. It will also kickstart a couple of weeks of tournaments. The following weekend there is a tournament in Dublin, Spring Kit again, and then the following weekend after that, the end of the month, we are going to Bangor for the regionals, the first regionals of the year. So that should be quite exciting. Edinburgh will give me a chance to try out decks, maybe just see how they fare in a competitive setting. Still haven't quite locked it in yet, so over the next couple of days hopefully I'll come to a decision. I'll be practicing quite a bit online, hopefully, and we'll see how things go. It may also be the first taste of this new competitive meta, so we'll see how things fare, what kind of considerations I have to make, what kind of decks I should start building around as well. So maybe I'll be able to use this knowledge and then come back to Ireland and hopefully do well in the tournament. Now, unfortunately, I had no sooner booked the trip, the flights, accommodation, all of that, and then I think that night I checked Facebook and Kilkenny had an announcement up saying they're also hosting a tournament this weekend. So I think it's also Sunday, so Irish players are lucky. No, I can't be that much of a heel. No, but I'm curious to see how things go. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do my own scouting, so hopefully there'll be a few tournament reports, some deck lists published, things like that. I'll know what to keep in mind. Over the next couple of days, and in this video, I'll be talking about the decks that I'm hoping to bring. I think that, or at least by Friday, I should have something locked down. And if not by Friday, then what am I doing? Now, the funny thing about recording all of these videos and all the online games is, any players who I might be on their radar, it's going to be much easier to scout me. They don't need to show up on the tournament day and just stand beside me as I'm writing a deck list, or watch my games carefully like a hawk, because it's all there. Thankfully the channel is small enough that I'm not going to appear on anyone outside of this country's radar, and I haven't been competitive enough that people in this country are going to start worrying about me just yet. Of course, at the same time I have titled this series Becoming a Champion, so they know that I'm coming for them.
Phrasing?
So it is around 10 in the evening. I'm going to log on for some online games now. I'm also going to mess around with the audio setup. They say if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but I like to tinker with things. I think it could be better. I think it could be A, more audible, and B, have a more level speaking tone, so that I just have to talk and it'll come across perfectly clear. I don't have to push things too much, because obviously if I'm thinking as well, my speech pattern, speech level is going to go way down as I'm kind of muttering away to myself going, what do I do here? Do I run this? Do I do that? All that kind of stuff. So going to try and make it a little bit better. Let me know if there's improvement. Hopefully I don't balls it up completely, but if you do have any issues with sound and things like that, please let me know. I can try and mess around with things. No promises, no guarantees that things will get better, but nothing ventured, nothing gained and all that. So I'm going to log on, hopefully get some games in that I can upload throughout the week. It's going to be a busy week, so hopefully I can get a good head start on things, and hopefully get closer to deciding on decks that I'll break out this weekend and in the coming weeks as well. It might be good to stick with the same decks for the 3 tournaments, see how it goes. That's kind of the fairest representation for it, but we'll see how it all goes and how it all pans out. This weekend could really determine what I go for, because as I said before, it'll be my first kind of idea of what people are playing competitively at the moment. Casualgenteki.net, not always the greatest thing to utilise as a test bed, but it's what we got because I am not brave enough to venture into competitive just yet. So it's much later than it was when I recorded the last clip. Got a lot of games in tonight, a lot of good ones, some very intense matches. Definitely have enough footage to last the week, maybe a bit longer even. From Genteki.net, picked up a couple of new subscribers as well, so hello. If this is your first time seeing the vlog, welcome. Hope you enjoyed the games that I put up. Yeah, some great matches. people actually read the name of the lobby on gentechie.net, you know, recording, and asked, you know, what are you recording for? So self-promotion is always good. Before I clock off for the night, I decided to check on Twitter, and there are regional reports coming in. So it looks like you gotta prepare for Kate, as always, always good. Wizard, that is the era we live in, and IG seems to be doing the rounds as well. So we've got IG, NEH, Sync even, so that's an interesting one. But again, NBN ID, so you know what to expect from that. So yeah, this is the first kind of scouting bits and pieces to get under my belt, and hopefully start plotting ahead. I've changed up a couple of decks, just based on tonight. Maybe one step closer to deciding what I'm going to play. Maybe not, might come down to a flip of a coin. So we'll see. Anyway, good night. So guys, it is Monday evening, so I'm going to record this little outro piece, last few thoughts, and then edit this video up. It is a really busy week for me. I am apartment hunting at the moment, so I have to go through that whole process, which is awful. Yep, sick of it already. The housing market in Dublin is incredibly competitive. Trying to find a place that A, you know, is nice, B is affordable, and C isn't in the middle of nowhere is a very fine balancing act. But hopefully I can find a place that's decent, fits all that criteria, and also allows me to A, kind of talk to myself / camera / you guys, and also allows me to do commentary, so I can be talking about, you know, brain damage, scorched earth, burning houses down, installing viruses on, you know, servers, all that kind of stuff, without getting suspicious looks or the FBI call to my door. As I said, I am travelling this weekend. Let me know if you have any recommendations of places to go, either, you know, in Edinburgh itself, or like store championships, regionals that are worth checking out, you know, further afield from Ireland. It would be nice to see a bit of the world and play Netrunner at the same time. But as the days go by, I have to start locking in decks a bit more. On the runner side, I am leaning towards Noise. It's a deck I've been playing a little more of late. My other options are Geist, which hasn't really been working for me. Otherwise, I've been doing a Apocalypse Kate, and again, I don't know, I'm not really feeling it. There's potential there, but it's trying to get all the pieces in place at the moment that, yeah, I think I need a bit more practice with it, a bit more deck refinement. Whereas Noise, I can play, it can kind of play itself almost. But no, Noise is solid. I haven't been putting in time into the Wizard deck. I haven't played Dumblefork yet, despite all of my talk about how, you know, the last tournament season was over and I could start messing around with decks and playing the good ones, things like that. Didn't really mess around with that. Instead, I went with my own weird and wacky brews, which, you know, hit and miss. On the corp side then, I have been playing the Near Earth Hub Political Dealings deck. I've been playing the Blue Sun Endless Oversight AIs, and I have like Plana Grail, Chronos Protocol Grail, and things like that as well. So there's a few options on corp side. If it is going to be wizard heavy, I think Blue Sun could do quite well, because if they're killing ice, they're using their own cards, I should say, and makes it easier to scorch them or punitive them. They typically don't run a lot of money, so that would work out in my favour, I reckon. And the only fear is obviously medium digs, or just losing agendas unluckily, or when I'm not set up properly. So that's something to worry about. But I have a couple of days. It's quite likely that I won't make a final decision until Thursday, Friday. Well, hopefully Friday evening I'll have something locked in, or it's going to be a very early morning Saturday, earlier than what I already have anticipated. So that's it for me today. The next time you see me, I will have decks locked in. I will be hours away from stepping on a plane, and yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to this weekend. Good start to the competitive season, get in some tourism on the way, and see what Edinburgh has to offer at long last. So, hope you all enjoyed. I'll catch you very soon, and thanks very much for watching.